Hi folks, this is Dennis Boren. I'm a criminal defense attorney and former felony prosecutor. I want to talk to you today about what makes a crime a crime. In other words, what actions can a person take that actually makes it criminal? Well, first of all, let me just ask you a question. Can you accidentally commit a crime? Yes, you can. Think about speeding. Prosecutor does not have to prove that you meant to speed. It just has to prove that you did speed. That's called a strict liability standard. Now, for the most part, it takes every other crime takes intent. You can't accidentally steal something. I had a client once that went into the store. I think we've all done this. Didn't think he's getting many things. He didn't take a basket. He ended up getting more things than he thought. He put a pack of Rolaids or Lifesavers in his shirt pocket and then forgot to pay for it. Well, is that theft? It's really not, because he didn't intend to do it. So let's just use homicide for an example to go through this. There's three different kinds of ways people can be criminally responsible for causing the death of another person. One is, of course, murder. And for murder, you have to prove, the state has to prove that somebody acted either intentionally or knowingly. Either one. They have to prove both. Intentionally means just what it says. They meant to do it and they did it. Knowingly means they should have known what they were doing. It's unreasonable for them to think otherwise. So they acted with knowing intent. Now, the other standard, the next lower standard would involve manslaughter, which sounds worse than murder, frankly. But manslaughter, they just have to prove, the state has to prove that a person acted recklessly. That just means they consciously disregarded the dangerousness of their action. And thirdly is criminally negligent homicide, which is actually a misdemeanor. That means that somebody acted and they should have known, they ought to have known that their actions were dangerous. Now, let me kind of step through that with an example. If somebody, say, went to a sporting event and walked up to another individual, pulled out a gun and shot him, they would have acted probably intentionally in that case. Now, let's change it a little bit. Put that person maybe out on the field of play, and he points the gun into the crowd and shoots it, and it kills a person. Now, he wasn't trying to kill that particular person, but he was acting recklessly. Now, let's just say he was out on the field of play and or wherever in the stadium and had a gun in a holster and maybe even had the license to carry it. And he was trying to pull it out and got stuck. He's wrestling around with it and he accidentally discharged it and someone was killed. That would be criminally negligent homicide because he should have known that action could cause the effect of, in this case, the death of somebody. So hopefully that was helpful, and you'll never be in this situation. This is something you need to know, though. So, of course, if you ever have any questions about this or anything related, feel free to reach out to me, and I'll be happy to answer you. And as I remind everyone, at the end of these videos, if you're involved with an officer, any kind of interaction, pull out your smartphone and turn on the video app and record it. That'll protect you. I hope this was helpful.